Hi everyone, it is Jen here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can make money owning a home and why real estate is a great investment. One of the great ways to make money is by renting a property, either by having a roommate or by renting out the entire property. Some people even prefer buying multifamily properties like duplexes where the owners live in one unit and the other unit gets rented out by someone else. And the benefit of renting properties is that if it's done right, the cash flow can really pay off your mortgage, your property taxes, insurance, miscellaneous repairs, and hopefully bring in some profit as well. Cash flow is the profit you make each month after collecting all income, paying all operating expenses, and setting aside cash reserves for repairs. What's really great about cash flow from real estate is that it can be higher and long-term than what someone might find from owning stocks. Additionally, the cash flow from real estate can be depreciated on paper to show a net loss on a tax return while still making money. Another great benefit to investing in real estate is leveraging. When you leverage, you're essentially borrowing other people's money to fund your own investment. This is usually done at a pretty low interest rate, and the interest can also be a tax deduction and a write-off against your rental income. You can use leverage to increase your cash flow and increase the return you get on the property. So let's take an example here. Let's say you purchased a home that was $100,000 and you put $20,000 down, which is 20%. If the property goes up in value 10%, that means the property is now worth $110,000. You just profited $10,000 in equity. Now, let's keep in mind you only put down $20,000, but when you make $10,000 from $20,000, that's a 50% return on your investment. Now, let's just say you bought that home outright. If you put $100,000 down on a $100,000 house, and that house's value goes up 10%, then you've made a 10% return on that $100,000 versus a 50% return on $20,000 down. So you can see the power of leveraging here. When you start leveraging your money, your returns start to increase dramatically. Now, keep in mind, you can also lose a significant portion of your money as well. If the market goes down, that same upswing can also impact you negatively. If the market goes down 10%, it can significantly impact you, but you can mitigate this risk by adding value through remodeling. What's great about owning and investing in real estate is that you have complete control over your investment. In real estate, you control the tenant you pick, the upgrades you do, or if you want to add square footage. So if you want to do a little bit of landscaping, update that kitchen, or do a little bit of painting, you can do it. All of these upgrades are great because they increase the value of your home. So this example that we just did about leveraging also applies to remodeling as well. So let's take a look here. Let's say you purchased that $100,000 home with $20,000 down. Well, now let's assume you spent another $20,000 to remodel the house. So that's $40,000 that was invested. Now let's assume that the new value of the house is $160,000 with only $40,000 invested. That's more than double your investment. Now let's say you purchased the $100,000 house outright and you spent $20,000 in remodeling, and now the house has a new value of $160,000. That $20,000 in remodeling only made you $20,000 in equity. So what's great about doing upgrades and remodeling is that if the market goes down 10%, the equity you gained from the improvements can offset this decrease in the market. Everything is up to you, and it is about finding the right balance between which upgrades yield the highest returns. The fourth advantage of real estate is appreciation. Now, this isn't something you have much control over because there's so many factors that impact the appreciation value, but what I've seen is long-term that the property tends to keep up with inflation, which is about 3 to 5% per year. I do not like speculating real estate markets or riding a wave of appreciation to riches, but if it happens, great. If not, that's fine too. You shouldn't base your entire investment around potentially increasing the real estate market. The final advantage that I'd like to mention in this video is that real estate investing does not have to be a full-time job. You can invest in real estate on the side while keeping your normal day job. While it does require some upfront work, once it's all set up, real estate can be a fairly passive form of income. Well, that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and be on the lookout for many more real estate videos to come.